I'm a licensed insurance agent. We are appointed with 30 top A-rated insurance companies.
Thanks for watching How to Avoid Getting Scammed. In this video, we will learn some tricks and tips into how to determine if this phone call is really from a licensed insurance agent. Let's get into it. So how do you know if the insurance agent that just cold called you is really a licensed agent in your state? Let's look at a couple of clues. Does the caller ID show the agent's name or the insurance company name? Is the number that shows up a valid callback number? While it might not always be the case, a heavy foreign accent may be a sign the call is from an overseas call center. And trust me, nobody working in an overseas call center is licensed to sell insurance in your state. If the caller seems to struggle with what you should think they should know, that is a red flag. For example, pronouncing the name of your city. If they are licensed in your state, they should probably know how to pronounce your city. If you ask them for their national producer's number, commonly referred to as an NPN, which is their national license number, if they are reluctant to provide it or give you something that is clearly not an NPN, they are not an agent. No real agent should ever hesitate with providing their NPN. An NPN is a license number all licensed agents have. It's a nationwide number which allows the use of one license number across all the states in which an agent is licensed. It's common for an agent to be licensed in multiple states, and the NPN allows for one license number instead of a different number for each state license. There is no reason a legitimate agent would hesitate to provide their NPN. The NPN shows credibility that they are in fact licensed. Okay, what's your NPN? What's your NPN number?
Why you need my NPN number?
Because it's your license number. If you're not willing to give it to me, you're not a licensed agent, and we both know that, don't we?
I will give you each and everything. I will give you my information as well.
Okay, give me your NPN number. We'll move forward.
Well, sir, let me tell you about something about this plan.
Who
I am and what I can do for you.
Give me your NPN number and we'll move forward.
All right. It's 51214.
51214. Okay.
14.
Okay, and your name was, what was your name again?
My name is Peter McDaniel.
If you need to verify an NPN, most states have a website where you can look up an agent using their NPN or their name to see in fact if they are licensed. If you are using a name, it's often helpful to also have a city and state where they are located, as it's very common to have multiple agents with the same or very similar name. Let's take a listen to determine if this caller is really an agent. Are you an agent? Are you a licensed agent?
Oh, yes, sir.
You're a licensed agent?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I'm the licensed agent of your state.
You're a licensed agent in my state?
And are you still?
What was your name?
Are you still living? Are you still living in the state of Washington?
Yeah. What was your name?
Adam Senior.
Adam what?
Adam Senior.
Can you spell the last name?
Senior. You don't. Senior. SENIOR.
Adam Senior, and you're licensed in my state.
Mm-hmm.
I checked the state website for Adam Senior, and no licensed agent exists with that name. Let's try an NPN. So Adam.
Okay.
Adam.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a national producer's number and NPN?
Yes, I do.
What's your NPN?
So I will provide you all the information at the end of call, man.
But I'm trying to look you up in the license database for the state of Washington, and your name doesn't come up. Adam Senior doesn't come up as a licensed agent. So I thought maybe your name is something different in the database. So I thought I would look up your NPN. Do you not have an NPN?
I will connect you with your agent in
No,
your
no,
area
you said
according
no.
to your zip
You
code.
said you're the licensed agent. You told me you're the licensed agent.
I'm lying. I'm
You're
lying.
lying? You're lying to me that you're the licensed agent? Why would you do that? Turns out Mr. Senior wasn't a licensed agent. To find your state's insurance agent lookup website, just Google your state name followed by the phrase insurance agent lookup. In most cases, that will get you to a website that will allow you to look up an agent and verify if in fact they are licensed in your state. Some states, roughly half, use the NAIC website. This lets you select the state of your choice from the available options and then enter in the name or NPN and try to find that agent. To find the agent, you would typically use the name first and last, although in some cases you can enter in just a portion of the name. As I mentioned, it can be helpful to know what city and state that agent is in cases where there are multiple instances of agents with the same or similar names. Now let's look at some examples of searches, starting with our friend Peter McDaniels. Using my state's website, let's first search on the NPN that he provided. This shows that NPN is not valid for this state. Next, let's try using his last name. There are multiple McDaniels licensed, just none with the first name of Peter. Sure does not seem like Mr. McDaniels is a licensed agent in my state. Now let's compare a couple of insurance agent lookup websites. First, we will go to Washington State website and find an agent. The agent I will be using happens to be an agent for Allstate Insurance who got to me through a robocall, even though I have repeatedly asked Allstate to stop calling. Let's enter his last name and search, and here he is. You will notice that Washington State's website has a full address for the agent, as well as the NPN, and a list of companies that he can represent, as well as companies he's previously represented. Now let's go to NAIC and let's select New Jersey, a common state in which agents are licensed. Search on the name, and it'll give you all the names for agents licensed in New Jersey with that same name. Notice the address does not include a full street address. It has a telephone number and an email address, but as in this case, it's common the email address is not particularly useful. It also shows insurance companies, but these are different from the ones listed for Washington, since this is a different state license. So what should you do? If you do get an unsolicited call from someone who's claiming to be a licensed agent, verify yourself that they are licensed. If you have any concerns or are being pressured, simply hang up. It's almost always a better option to use an agent that represents a trusted friend or a family member. What next? Share this information with friends and family who may be vulnerable to being scammed. Scams happen. Let's keep them from happening again. Contact your elected officials about strengthening the laws against scams and robocalls and holding those accountable who know, should know, or enable these types of calls. Always trust your instincts. If you know this call seems odd, if it seems unlikely, this does not make sense, chances are you're correct. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and share, and we look forward to providing more information on how to avoid getting scammed. Please comment with any questions, suggestions, or ideas for future videos. Let's put the scammers out of business.